What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So, y'all, Claudia Jordan has confirmed that TGIF with co-stars Reynolds and Armon Wiggins has been officially canceled. She said, I tried to tell y'all. She says, quote, unfortunately, TGIF will not be returning to Fox Soul after our hiatus. 2019 through 2024, what a run. Soulmates, I love you, and you already know I'll never stop pushing to give y'all more shows in the future. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, right? Because I saw the messiness after the roast that Armand did in regards to Al Reynolds and him calling Funky Dineva, who, as you guys know, used to be on TGIF and then he left, saying that he had a problem with Claudia Jordan. I feel like after that roast, it was a wrap then, right? And I wasn't even going to make any kind of videos about it, but I feel like the nail in the coffin was when she recently went on Carlos King's YouTube channel. And basically, she said that if the show was canceled, that she's going to tell it all, right? So let's go back a bit. I feel like it started to decline and it started to go downhill when Funky Dineva attacked Chloe Bailey in regards to, Halle Bailey's pregnancy, which at the end of the day, it was really nobody's business. But I mean, we all knew that she was pregnant. She was wearing those big, Southern Belle, Gone with the Wind, fabulous, not even fabulous, those big Gone with the Wind dresses. And what she was essentially saying, she was hiding her pregnancy for her own mental health and the health of her child, right? After Bailey, became the Little Mermaid, the racist trolls went crazy, right? All the bots came out and people were just losing their mind. And so um, I can only imagine that she did not want her unborn son to endure that stress, nor should she have to, period. Especially, when she was pregnant. So I don't blame her, right? She said she did everything that she had to do to protect herself and her child, which she should. Halo. So congratulations to, Halo, Halle Bailey, and DDG. They're in Italy living it up. That's awesome. So when Funky Dineva attacked her sister Chloe for trying to defend, Halle, he went gutter low. He went, beyond necessary, below the belt. He was talking about her looks. He was talking about just all kind of things that didn't have anything to do with Halle. He was talking about her career. He was talking about just, I mean, it got to the point where people were asking, like, did Chloe do something personally to Funky? Because why is he going in on her like this? So he came out and apologized, but he ended up leaving the show because he said that he had an issue with Claudia Jordan. So he's focused on his own channel now. So they replaced Funky Dineva with Armon Wiggins. Now, Armon Wiggins, for whatever reason, rubbed Tasha K the wrong way. Well, so did Funky, right? I feel like there's so much drama and turmoil between the YouTubers. I'm fairly new at this, and I appreciate all of my subscribers for rocking with me. But I'm not really here for all of the drama and the, going back and forth. I mean, we all work for, Google, right? This huge conglomerate, and there's money for everybody, okay? And so I'm like Keanu Reeves at this point in my life where he's like, if you tell me 1+1=5, I'm gonna be like, yep, you're right. Go and live your best life. And like Toni Morrison said, that she didn't correct, racist and people, hateful people while she was alive. She said she just let them die in their ignorance. So if you come to me and say, whatever, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, that's great. Have a nice day, have the life you deserve. I'm not here for all of the drama. But that's pretty much what was going on behind the scenes. So Armand ended up roasting Al for his birthday. Now, people are speculating, they were saying that Claudia was behind all of it. She told Armon what to say. She was pulling, the puppet strings. Tasha K, essentially said this, that Armon knew a whole lot of behind the scenes tea, especially being as new as he was. So Armon, goes in on Al Reynolds, his marriage to Star Jones, which we know ended a while back. But what we didn't know was that Star, she was a lawyer, sent a cease and desist to TGIF Soul, just saying, she didn't want it mentioned. But he went in on, saying that Al was two-faced and he was a backstabber and he was this and he was that. And Al, I was like, ooh, just taking the shots or whatever. So Al calls Funky Dineva while Funky Dineva is doing his live. Because as you guys know, in retaliation to them not giving him the money that he wanted, he is doing his show at the same time as TGIF to rival that viewership. So Al calls Funky during live, and Funky's trying to tell him, like, listen, I'm on live, you're on live. And Al's like, I don't give a F, watch the show, blah, blah, blah. So I had a feeling like when all that went down, that they're working for the Fox network. I mean, I don't care if they slapped a soul on it or not. This is Fox, okay? The same Fox that's behind Fox News, right? And this is not the days back in the early 90s when Fox had, Martin and Living Single and all these, these black shows that built up the network essentially, and then they dropped them once they got popular. Well, I guess it is. It's the same network, but once all this drama was going on behind the scenes, I was thinking in my head, like, they're probably not going to continue for much longer if they're having all this, behind the scenes interpersonal turmoil within the colleagues. So there's only 3 people on the show, right? They were rotating, guest spots for a very long time. But I mean, Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine came on the show, and she brought up Star. She was roasting Al, and Al told her not to come back. So, people were saying that, Al was going to tank the show. That's what essentially Claudia said when she went on Carlos King's podcast. And so now there's life and death in the power of the tongue. I really believe in the power of manifestation and speaking things into being. So now, Claudia said, I tried to tell y'all, I really did. That's what she captioned here on the neighborhood talk. But I feel like her going on Carlos King saying that, she essentially felt attacked, that she was the only woman, she was the only heterosexual on the show. And that, Al just hates her, and that she's going to pretty much spill the tea and tell it all if the show got canceled, because this was during their quote unquote hiatus. And I feel like that's just Hollywood, talk. Like Bravo does a lot of double speak like that. They'll tell their stars, like Kenya, like, oh, well, we're not firing you, but you're, what did they say to Kenya? You're permanently suspended or something like that. I made a video about it. But I mean, it's just corporate talk for you're fired. I was working for this one company, and I won't name them, but they had me complete this project. It was only one project that I was supposed to do it for multiple. And as soon as they chose what project, I was thinking to myself, like, okay, this is not going to be long-term, because I already know. I was very thorough. I researched everything. And they're like, yeah, we're going to put this on pause. We're going to put a pin in it. I was like, and it's still pending. The pin is still in it, y'all. And it's been months. And I'm like, I'm not contacting these people. Like, that is corporate America HR speak for, we have no reason to fire you officially. So you can't sue us for retaliation, but we're just going to let it ride out type of thing, right? As a kind of a CYA, corporate America speak. And it's just like, okay. which is why I'm trying to go like, you know, I'm taking my YouTube serious, much more seriously. I really want to hopefully transition to where this can be a full time income, because the way that our, society is going, our world is going, so everything is, it's just like, okay. And I get it, right? Times are hard. People are, having a difficult time, whether it's with finances and everything that's going on politically, but it's just, it's sad to see so many industries kind of crumbling, whether it's, Hollywood's not doing well, the entertainment industry, I feel like as a whole, is taking a hit. And this is right after the writer's strike. The writers just came back not too long ago. A lot of publications and journalists are being laid off. I feel like it's just cuts across the board. And at the same time, everything is going up. Inflation is out of control. Grocery prices are out of control. And now homelessness is being, criminalized, right? So it's like, we're getting hit from all sides. But anyway, RIP to TGIF. It was a good run. If Claudia Jordan does, spill all of her tea in regards to what happened behind the scenes, I will, of course, let you guys know. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.